What it is, it's your boy Xnos Best back bringing you another video here. This time I'm going to be playing Madden 18 actually, and I know it's been a long time since I posted. I've had school, sports, it's been pretty crazy, but I'm back, and this is actually going to be a series with two other YouTubes. Their links will be in the description below. One of them Roby Gaming and one of them Shady, and the other one Shady Films. So please check those guys out. They're really good. It's going to be a great series. I'm going to be the Dolphins, as you can see, and my owner. We're going to change management here. Going to try and build a winning season with Dan Marino as the owner. Roby Gaming will have the Bears, and Shady Films will have the Bills. So he'll also be in my division, which will be an interesting little matchup every or two times at least a year. So jumping into this, like I said, I'm the Miami Dolphins. As you can see, we're in the preseason right now. I'm just going to give you guys a little rundown of my team. We're pretty old. We have some good parts of our team, but there's a lot of improvement that needs to be made, starting with ownership, like I said, with Dan Marino taking the helm. As you can see, our offense is pretty average at best, and our defensive line is definitely the best part of our defense. Our linebackers need work, starting with that middle linebacker. But like I said, our defensive line is great with that Ndamukong Suh, Cameron Wake up in the front four, but they're getting old, so we're gonna have to find some replacement for those guys pretty soon. Knowing this team in the division we're in, we have the Bills, Jets, and Patriots in our division, so that's Tom Brady and the pretty decent Bills team. It's gonna be hard to get some wins. We're gonna have to scrap for every win that we can get our hands on, and it's gonna start with this offense. Jarvis Landry, our best player out there. If you guys can see his stats, he is just a pure playmaker. Honestly, he can go and catch any ball, break away from tackles. He's our best guy out there on the offense, and he's gonna have to lead our team for pretty successful season. He's gonna especially have to lead our receivers if he wants to not only hopefully get to a Pro Bowl, but stuff later on. Going on to our next two receivers, we have Kenny Stills, which is going to be a really good slot receiver for us. He's pretty fast, has really good hands. He's really young too. And Devontae Parker, 2-year guy out of Louisville. So he's pretty fast on the outside. He has great hands as well. He's got a little shake to him. He can catch just about everything. What I really like about these guys, this entire receiving corps, is that they're really young. Going on to our running back, which might be the breakout player of the year for not only for us but in the NFL as well, is Kenyon Drake, the 1-year running back out of Alabama. He has really good wiggle to him. He's really fast, really young, obviously. He's going to be a special player not only on this team but in the NFL for years to come, and we're going to try and progress him as well as we can this year, so hopefully he turns out to be that superstar. The only thing that we need with him is a really good offensive line, and that he'll just skyrocket from then on out. Going on to our tight ends, which might be one of the biggest roles for us on this team, is Julius Thomas. Obviously, you can see his stats here. He is really good at receiving, but the only thing that I have a problem with is his run block, which I like to run block a lot with my tight ends. But in the receiving game, he's second to none. He has good wiggle to him. He's pretty fast for a tight end, and he can also go up and get a ball if we need him to, and that's going to be great for us. Going on to our offensive line, we have three people who are pretty young, one of them being Laramie Tunsil, the 1-year guy out of Ole Miss. I know some of you probably have heard of him. He should be pretty good in upcoming years. And Jawan James, which is only 25 out of Tennessee. If we progress our offensive line, these two guys will be pretty good. And the rookie Isaac Asita out of Utah. I think those three guys could be pretty good going into the next few years. The two we have to deal with are our left guard and our center. They're both pretty old. They're both not the best, so maybe we could pawn them off in a package deal for a pick or something at the end of this year. Then our quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, old, decent, but we're looking to get a better quarterback than him in this upcoming draft. So maybe we could pawn him off for a pick as well. That's enough for our offense for right now. So let's go over to the defense. And there's a few players that I want to point out here. One of them being Tony Lippett, a 2-year guy out of Michigan State, our starting corner right now. He doesn't have the best stats right now, but he's pretty young, so I think we can progress him a lot. He has good intangibles. He can really play the ball well. He has good speed, agility, stuff like that. And our other corner, Bobby McLean, also pretty young. He has pretty decent stuff as well. If we go into the money makers now for our defense, which is our defensive line, as you can see, this is a star-studded defensive line. I'm expecting at least one, maybe two of them to be on defensive lineman of the year for the AFC. Them being Ndamukong Suh and Cameron Wake. The only problem with our defensive line is they're getting really up there in age, so that's obviously not a good thing, and they're eating at cap a lot, so we might have to get rid of them. If not this year, then definitely next year. But as you can see, they're really good pass rushers. They can get off the ball well and make up tackle. That's basically going to sum it up for this video, though. It's just giving you guys a little rundown about what this league is going to look like and what our team's going to look like. If you guys are interested in this, please leave me a like, comment, share this to your friends, and subscribe. And hopefully we'll give you guys a Super Bowl in the upcoming years. But other than that, X knows best. Signing off.